Friday's Telegraph now, and a story that has been not so much a slow-motion car wreck as the unravelling of a poorly knitted woolen garment snagged on a querulous thistle, Nick.
Nice. Yeah, this is Sturgeon gender policy in disarray after she refuses to say transgender rapist is female. So she got herself all confused, didn't she, about this Adam Graham guy with the face tattoo who then claimed to be a woman. And it's an absolute mess. The First Minister, Sturgeon, said that she doesn't have enough information to make a decision, despite agreeing that the double rapist was almost certainly only claiming to be transgender as an easy way out. I don't know what kind of information she wants. Does she want to have a full search? I'm not sure what it would involve. It's amazing how she's imploded over this. We had people saying she's on the verge of quitting. I wrote a piece for the Daily Skeptic saying, could this be the Berlin Wall moment for wokeness? Because you see how quickly it could all fall apart. Yeah. Because, this trans madness, everyone's seen it now. This Adam Graham case has been the flashpoint, and everyone's seen what nonsense it is and how dangerous it is.
I hope so. But, it was only a few months ago that Starmer was unable to define a woman on camera, and we all thought must surely be the end, and we could see, the end of a promising political career if he doesn't wake up. But somehow they stumble over these gaps, and it is ridiculous. And on this very programme, we had one of the guests in your seat who was saying that this case was being weaponised, against people who were concerned about the trans issue. Who was that?
It was
weaponised. Well, I won't say his name, but it was what they're saying essentially is that this does seem like an outlier. Yes, I admit it is an outlier, but the whole point is that we're anxious that people will cynically and opportunistically take advantage of this legislation. That outliers are going to be the problem.
Absolutely. She says she doesn't have enough information about whether she... The thing is, feminists have been shouting from the rooftops for years this exact information, that how this would be abused if the system came into thing. So the fact that she's turning around going, I didn't have enough information, that's because you've had your fingers in your ears. Or even worse, you have heard it and you've cynically ignored it and calling them instead, racist and whatnot. And this is why the whole sort of Stonewall motto has been no debate. Because the moment it's opened up to any kind of investigation, like a journalist very simply asking, is this person a woman or not, it crumbles, like you say, but it just all falls apart.
And yet they give no ground. And it is the classic response, isn't it, that they haven't got the information. It's very similar to that woman who was being tested to see whether or not she was capable of being on the Supreme Court, I think, or something like that. It was going, I'm not capable of finding a woman. It's like evasive all the time. But Sturgeon's response was, I'm not saying whether he's a man or a woman, or she's a man, or it's whether they're a man or a woman. They're a rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they are a man, aren't they?
The flaw with the system, it's much like when Leo Kurtz was saying it should be whether you've made an effort. And I said, Leo, that can't work. We can't bring every trans person in front of you. No. And that's really what Sturgeon's saying. She's saying it's case by case, but that can't possibly work.